My research question is, does LGBTQ plus mental health and laws affect the classroom? For me, this topic is very important because I am currently trying to become a teacher in the education system. I'm part of the LGBTQ plus community, and in school I had many friends who were as well. Sometimes we could not be ourselves because we didn't feel safe in our environment. I had a teacher who supported the LGBTQ plus community and was one of the few who cared about school regulations and guidelines. She always kept up to date and would inform us when anything changed. She would tell us about the rules she had to follow as a teacher and how they would impact her students' daily lives, not just students who identified as LGBTQ+, but of all race, gender, anything. The rules and regulations in schools around LGBTQ+ students and in students in general have a big role to play in how students feel and act in school. The mental health of students has a massive impact on grades, learning capabilities, and physical health. When you are in a school, you should feel like you belong somewhere, not just like an outcast. When we talk about mental health in schools, it concerns everyone who has a child in the education system, not just those who belong to a specific group. That is why this is such an important topic and concerns everyone involved. Many people argue that mental health of specific groups are lesser than others because they are confused or too young to understand what's actually happening when it comes to mental health, so they kind of brush it aside. In this paper, I argue LGBTQ plus mental, emotional, and physical health have a greater role to play both inside and outside the classroom. To support my argument, I show how school clubs, teacher guidance, and laws affecting the classroom have a positive and negative effect on students' mental health and how we can better help them in their school environment. In schools across the country, there is a club that is specifically made to help LGBTQIA+ students and help them discover who they are as people. This club is called GSA, or Gay Straight Alliance. Clubs like GSA help students' mental health by giving them a space to participate in activities. For example, students in schools with GSA report lower levels of bullying and rates of abstinence are lower further in schools with GSA clubs. Academic achievement is higher and rates of suicidality, depression, and substance uses are lower. Clubs like GSA are a big help in understanding and helping the mental health struggles of LGBTQ+ students. For students in school, there is not just the aspect of mental health, but social health. When students have a place to go, like a club or a friend group, it improves their social and mental health. This impact that social health needs to start at an early age or will cause more progressive emotional damage down the line. The British Journal of Education states, socio-emotional competency is important in peer interactions and social functioning. Children's social functioning in middle childhood could be predicted from measures of emotionality and regulation taken 2 and 4 years prior, indicating that temperament has an important effect on social competence. These early years affect us in so many ways further down the line in life. That is why understanding mental health in the education system and understanding social health helps form better functioning adults in the future. Another factor that contributes to mental and physical health is the laws in some states prohibiting from learning about sexual identity and health factors that come with it. Urza Kunkor, in her article, stated, South Carolina law has prohibited public schools from teaching any discussion of alternate sexual lifestyles from heterosexual relationships, including but not limited to heterosexual relationships, except in the context of instruction concerning sexuality transmitted diseases, as part of their health curriculum. These laws are changing in some states but are prevalent in others, preventing teachers from teaching the necessary curriculum. These laws are causing an uproar in the LGBTQ+ community and having students take a stand. These unnecessary stresses are causing harm to the students' learning environment. These are the bases of what my topics will be covering and going into more depth on in my research presentation. These are the references I will be using throughout my research and the ones I've used in this presentation here today. Finally, do you have any questions? Do you agree with there is a need to improve students' mental health in the classroom? Where do you think I can improve in my argument or my topic? Do you know any other laws that affect students directly?